Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium.
It's you again. What is it?
I'm Colonel RPG, as usual. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully, the drug that we took last episode doesn't unlock new things. It does if we use one of our things for our authority, which I will use. Let's do it. Oh.
Again. About fucking time.
There we go. So we just need to change some dialogues, and it updates that. 72%. That's incredible. We had some drugs. Let's assert our authority.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in.
You got a problem with beer. Now,
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people.
you saying we don't help people.
He puts the beer down.
I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here.
He turns to you.
We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal.
He turns to Titus.
All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Thank you, suggestion. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her,
Titus taps his chin with his fist.
a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
The lieutenant takes out his notes.
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde.
Titus adjusts his cap.
That's Amonju with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
I'm good with composure. Klaji Amondu. Cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
He gives you a sideways glance.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape. When was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again.
He crushes his half-empty beer can.
So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. So, I'm gonna scratch my head. What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around, and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble.
The fat guy blurts out.
She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie.
He slaps his forehead.
She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
You said he partied. Cool. That's cool. What did you mean by that?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all.
He states matter-of-factly.
I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of, I don't give a shit.
But he does. So the implication here is that he doesn't give a shit that they just fucked. Because he clearly doesn't. But he does. Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
He points his beer can at you. I'm going to take off now. Kim. Kim?
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name.
He looks you in the eye.
Do you know that woman?
Yes.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I didn't rape her,
What you're saying is,
he says in a low, calm voice.
you raped her?
What? What?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck.
No.
Then don't ever say that again.
There's a pause.
What else?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
Yeah, she knows I don't remember being a cop though.
Okay,
He nods.
that's manageable.
She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. That I partied hard. Not very mental healthily.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
So this is what it feels like to be interviewed.
I got nothing to hide.
What if you do, but you just don't remember that you do? You'll get through it.
Yeah, she overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
I asked her where we are, what city this is, maybe even what year. Something like that. He shrugs.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Yeah, nothing. Let's move on. He nods.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right.
I am fortified by his assurance. Thank you, Kim. Let me lose my morale immediately.
It's you again.
He acknowledges you gruffly.
What is it?
Let's go over the rape victim again.
Again? Seriously, man.
He shakes his head.
Fine. Fire away.
I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else. Okay, enough about it then.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm off. So, we now know who I need to talk to. Let me also inspect that window again.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
I have a... Oh, this is good. A perception check over here that I can definitely use to my advantage. Let me also put this over here. I don't want to go around with the drugs in my hand. Do I have perception bonuses? I do have some, but not a whole lot, and they would probably only come from my glasses, although there's different clothing that gives you different things. Do I want to wear my endurance jacket instead of my suggestion? Yeah, probably. Just in case I die or something off a chair. It's... my god, this game kills you in the most weird ways. I'm gonna look out the window.
Nothing. As before. Just black branches.
What's this weirdo cop doing now, huh? Window shopping?
I think he's trying to find dirt on us, in our box. It's what they do, Shanks. Did you know policemen are sometimes called pigs?
Wow, no. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because they like to sniff around in dirt.
The tattooed man gives you a look. Mysterious door seen. On that perception check. We can do it again. Perception is sweet and amazing. Can squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
And I'm gonna try to look again.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
What?
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush. I'm gonna point at the window.
Huh?
The big guy looks behind him. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that.
The tattooed man yawns and settles more comfortably on the bench.
I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
And I'm gonna take the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched to its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Thank you, Theo.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
I'm gonna nod to the old man. Thank you.
Don't thank me.
The old man takes out his pack of chewing tobacco.
I don't give two shits about your key.
Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the window, the Union box window?
Didn't even know it was there.
The man looks at the key in your hand and then around the room.
Boys. No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
I'm gonna look at the key in my hand. I wonder what doors it opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
He looks at the key in your hand.
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Yeah, that could be. I can't believe this. This is what I studied law for, says Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
She crosses her arms. Yeah, I'm not. It's never a waste of time. You never know. So this is a door that I haven't opened, for sure. We're investing a lot of points into things, which is totally fine. The sooner we invest them, the better. It's good to spend them. It's good to spend them. I'm not feeling guilty here. The game is auto-saving because it knows.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I'm gonna try the workshop spare key on the door.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tune haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No, smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
I really like that smell, actually. I mean, engine grease, not so much. Oh. I thought it was going to be a different area with a black gaping maw that opened. This pinball says Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. This pinball is white deora. The black glass or back glass shows a female. I don't know what it showed, but having an orgasm or something? I misread it. A note. Note, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window, exclamation mark. I wonder if I could have gotten in any other way. 5 real there. Lovely. In a way that would have told me about that. This pinball. It should be a pinball machine, not a pinball.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
I'm gonna run my fingers across the dust on the white deora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white deora?
Some kind of
He looks around, thinking.
inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
I wonder if he says they're the worst because they make the worst games, or they're the worst because they're just bad. How about I fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
He looks away.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
My encyclopedia isn't very good, but I'm gonna try to think. Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi.
Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, a.k.a. Kimball.
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
So now he remembers.
He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, and then takes his glasses off and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi,
He puts them back on.
a.k.a. the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
Wait, but I still can't remember anything else.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
You don't seem to really like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights, and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
Then why are you called pinball? I mean, Kimball.
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you... And he puts his glasses back on.
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring. As you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion.
He shudders.
I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
You were a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now.
He looks at the pinball machine and breathes in.
I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Wait, so that's why you didn't talk to Kuno?
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
He nods. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too.
He nods.
Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Well, yeah, it is a secret path, but also I'm pretty sure it hasn't been used. So it's not like it's gonna do anything, right? Man, Kim Pinball Kitsuragi. I did not know about that.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
I'm gonna look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
It says last maintenance was in 88?
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
Wait, that doesn't even make sense. That's like 70 years ago. This elevator was last maintained in the future?
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
That means it's not really that safe, is it?
Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
I'm gonna look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. I'm gonna close the doors and go up. I thought I was gonna go down, honestly. What is this? Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. With black plastic. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. And a +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination coat. Pinball maker's coat. What? This dusty old coat used to belong to someone called M. Kniflocks. The name is stitched into the silk lining. It smells of moths and ancient engine grease, but it fits you perfectly. A strange, lonely emotion fills you when you tighten the belt around your waist. Oh, it's instead of the endurance. Let's go with that. Hand-eye coordination and empathy. Sure. Empathy is not a bad thing to have. Well, I didn't actually check on why it is like that. Empathy is because M. Kniflocks blues. And +1 hand-eye coordination because of... We'll never know. I think that might be a mistranslation issue. Oh, there's footprints up ahead. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it.
I'm gonna finish my thought. There's a perception thought over here. And the footprints.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot.
The lieutenant takes his notebook out.
These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at you.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Yeah, I think she's outside. Let's have a closer look then. I'm gonna crouch and study the footprints.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than vamp. The souls have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
The prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that
He points to the elevator doors in the corner.
and that.
He points to the barred door. The print doesn't look like the odd-souled print we found at the hanging, Kim. He inspects the track closer.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
This doesn't look like the worker's boots from the hanging, does it?
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
I'm gonna get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. And let's end the episode as well, because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.